My favorite course in high school was chemistry. And my chemistry teacher was famous throughout the whole county because she was good at teaching reasoning and thinking as well as chemistry. So there were lots of parents that had their students go to her class even though they had no use for chemistry, just to learn how to think better.
What year was this?
60, and that point it was 67 still.
Was she making LSD?
No, she was pretty straight lady. She came to me one day and said, "You're doing pretty good in class. What do you think about an exchange, being an exchange student?" And I said, "Gee, I've never thought of anything like that. Tell me more about it." And she said, "Well, my daughter's an exchange student in Australia this year. It happened more or less because my husband is president of the Rotary, and it was kind of easy to get chosen. But now we're looking for candidates. And if you'd like, here's an application." I said, "Well, okay."
To Argentina?
No, it was the world.
The world.
Rotary has exchanges throughout the free world.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't know much about the program. And I went home to my parents and said, "Hey, what do you think about this? It seems interesting, but I don't know." And they said, "Well, if you want to, we're willing to support you." So I said, "Well, I'll fill out the application and see what happens." And I actually made it to the final interview. I was there in a room with 25 businessmen all looking at me. It was pretty tough. They'd ask you a question and you'd answer the person that asked. And when you looked to the side, there were 20-some other people studying you. So it was, for a 17-year-old at the time, it was a pretty tough experience. I got to the end of the interview, and they said, "Well, look, you've put here on the list that you want to go to Spain or Mexico or Argentina." Franco threw the Rotary out during their war, so there's no Rotary in Spain. We're not going to send a kid from Ohio to Mexico when there are all these Rotarians in Texas and Arizona and so on that can just drive across the border.
Sure.
And we don't know about Argentina. But how would you feel about Japan or Sweden or Finland? And I said, "Ooh, I don't know, but we'll see." And in the end, I got chosen. And they told me, "Well, you're going to go." My natural reaction was, "Where?" And they said, "We don't know yet." And it was like, wow, I'm going somewhere in the world for a year, and I have no idea where.